my week off. It's a Monday, and I've already stacked a couple of L's. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. Literally set to get up to go to the gym, and I hit the snooze button. So as you can see in that small snippet, I did a big no-no. I made a pact with myself, the person I was yesterday, that I would get up at this time and I would go to the gym. Okay, and that never happened. So I wasn't living congruent with the person that I was yesterday. So straight off the bat, I've got an L, got an absolute stinker of a loss, and I've kind of gone backwards from the person that I was yesterday, which is bad because you're supposed to go forwards with the person that you are, yeah? So it basically put me in the shittest mood going forward because obviously accountability, I straight up knew what I had done and I was angry and pissed off with myself and I was on the trail to ruining my morning. I can't let that happen. So go downstairs, put some blueberries, strawberries, bananas, Greek yogurt and honey in a bowl, mix it up, eat that, get in my car, go onto the lakes on my paddleboard, find an island and literally talk about it. Tell you guys what happened, right? Lovely 10-minute video of what happened. Get home. That's the only snippet that I could salvage from it because my mic weren't working and I hope to God it's working now. But my mic weren't working. So it cut everything. So when your mic's plugged in, even the phone audio separately won't record. So you've lost your audio. So I lost all that audio. And I was out there and I reset my mind because I went and done something. I didn't just wallow in self-pity and scroll through social media and be like, oh, for fuck's sake, what have I done? I'm useless. You know, no, I flipped the script and I went out there and I flipped the mindset on there. It was so peaceful. I've got a clip as well out on there and I don't know if it's going to be helpful for you or not, but I'm just going to put it out there so you can see. It's more of, you can take what I'm saying as well, but it's more about like looking at it visually and seeing where I was and how that I was able to flip my mindset from being there. Okay. So did that, came home and I was like, for God's sake, I've literally been out there, done this insane video, really happy about it, and I come back and there's no audio. So that's another L to me. If I let that take over my mind, that would have been an L. I didn't. Came straight back on here and I've started to talk to you now about it and I want to complete this video. And that's consistency. I could have given up, but I haven't. Okay. And I wanted to show you that first clip as well because obviously I'm human. I'm still on it. I'm not this rich, successful person yet. I'm still trying to figure it out, but we're figuring it out together. And like I said, when we look back a year down the line, we'll see how far we've come and it should blow our socks off. So mindset is a very powerful thing and it's really hard and easy at the same time because the hard is the discipline and the self-mastery of it, but the easiness is that you can start any second that you feel like it, you can start it. And you have the power to literally flip the narrative of your day. Okay? I was on a loss. I redefined it, redirected it to a win. And I went to the gym as well. So it's not like I left it, it was just time. But the point I'm making is I made a pact to the person who I was yesterday and I failed them. I can't do that going forward because that's not healthy. You'll start the day miserable. You've got to get up, be like, oh, thank you, past Marcus, for doing that for me. You've actually got me up at a decent time and you're giving me a bit more freedom like in the day, a bit more time in the day because you got me up at 4:30 in the morning, you know, to go to the gym. Thank you very much. And it's almost like you do that. It's almost like you fucking, you know, fist bump, high five, fucking shake hands, whatever, with the person that you were yesterday and you carry on. And then when you go to bed that night, you do the same thing and you get better and better. So I like to think of the mindsets in different kind of levels. And each mindset will literally shift you or catapult you so far ahead of everyone else. So I'm just going to go through them real quick. You got mediocre mind trap. This is what this whole channel is about, right? We're here, okay? So that's the literal coming home from work or just before work, waking up, going straight on your phone, scrolling social media. You know, there might be people on holiday and things like that, and you're seeing them all and you're just getting, oh, fuck, I hate my life and stuff like that. But you continue doing it anyway. Literally playing video games, anything that's going to waste your time. Netflix, it's not going to benefit you. It gives you dopamine hits, and yeah, it's fun. But come on, guys, like you have to do something before that. And we'll get into it and I'll show you why, right? I'm not saying you can't game, but just stay with me. That's a mediocre mind trap. Up one level, and now it may not seem like it's a big jump, but it is a massive jump because it's mindset, right? That level is accountability. That level is awareness, okay? Aware that you're doing it. And I'd say I'm pretty much on that level and then the level above. So awareness, you come home from work, you're scrolling social media, and you're like, fuck am I doing? You're playing your game. You come off it, you look around, you're in your room or you're in your living room. What have I done? I've wasted an hour or 2 hours or whatever. I used to be very addicted to gaming. I used to non-stop play all the way through, make dinner, go back on it. Literally come home from work, get back on it. That was my downtime. That was my escapism to this world. And I realized my escapism was because I was down on the mediocre mind trap. And I always felt like I was destined for something else. Like I was just waiting for something to happen. That's the key, right? So accountability unlocks that. It unlocks that padlock to fucking becoming a 2.0 version. Accountability is you realize that when you're flicking through, say, TikTok and all these videos, you're just looking at them and you're like, the hell is this? Even like pornography and masturbation and stuff like that, if you're addicted to that, I know I was, that's detrimental as well. We'll do a whole video on that, but right now all of that is detrimental to you. But accountability shows that you're able to be aware about it, okay? And now you want to try and do something about it. Mediocre mind trap, accountability, now putting stuff in to practice, right? So self-help podcasts, self-help books, things like that, things that are going to absolutely catapult you catastrophically above everyone else. I promise you that. Because already I'm on that level and I have conversations with people, or I see conversations of people at work, and it's just that level. And the problem with that is you will become an outsider. That's because everyone else is on the mediocre mind trap. You're going to feel like an alien, okay? But that's just part of the growth. I promise you, keep with it. And you might be people look at you and be like, oh, he's doing this thing. What a stupid idiot and stuff. Stick with it. I get it. I mean, I'm one of the only people in my office that talks about crypto. I've got a small group, which I love now. I've got that small group at work, okay? But anyone else will look at you like you're a fucking idiot. Oh, it's a scam. Yeah, but you haven't done your research. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. I've done extensive research on it. I know what I'm talking about. You don't. You can't just say it's a scam if you haven't fucking devoted hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of research, okay? Because these people are going to be like the crabs in the bucket. You put 100 crabs in a bucket, or 100, I don't know why I said 100, 10 crabs even in a bucket, right? Or however many, it doesn't matter. Put them in a bucket. The ones that are on top and can actually get out will be dragged down by the ones at the bottom. Think about that. The ones that can get out will literally be dragged back down from the ones at the bottom. And that is literally what you've got to try and get away from. And that's the mediocre people, okay? The ones that tell you you're an idiot and like self-help won't work or whatever it is, right? accountability, starting to master this stuff, right? So we've done mediocre, accountability, kind of an actionable step, and a little bit further than that is finding your purpose, right? It may take forever, but my purpose I found, and I'm lucky I found it, and that's helping you, helping anyone I can. You, the person watching right now, helping you, becoming that mentor for you, and in the process, becoming a better person. That is my purpose. And you know what? For years, I've felt like an absolute alien. I don't belong anywhere in my family. I don't belong in a friend group. I don't belong to people at work. I don't belong anywhere. And it was because I didn't have a purpose and I felt really weird. And a few times you get down and you want to do something about it, if you know what I'm saying, but you have to rise above that crap. There's too much of that going on. I could go deep into depression and stuff, and I probably will at some point, and how I got over it. But I was bad. I was really bad. But I found purpose, and that brought me out of it. So, finding your purpose. So, actionable steps goes with finding your purpose, because you might be motivated by self-help videos and stuff. I can give you a list if you want, but straight off the bat, I will show you that if you're feeling bad and everything, this Daily Stoic. The Daily Stoic will absolutely change your mindset off the bat. And it'll make you not take life so seriously. It will fortify your mind. And then you can go forward. So I do suggest getting that or getting the audiobook if you don't want to read it. People like David Goggins, very inspirational. Bedros Keuilian on YouTube. Hamza, CEO of Testosterone, First Man. All of these people you can find on YouTube, and they're insane. If you're having girl problems, Corey Wayne, he's very good. There's so many, and I take snippets from all of them, and like inspiration from all of them, and it's really helped me. And now I want to give it to you guys. I want to regurgitate what they say and bring it to you guys, and we can level up. And that is the whole purpose. That is why I'm doing this. And it feels great. I've never felt better, to be fair. I have never felt better than what I'm doing now. Actionable step, making this video for you, right? Problem with it is, I procrastinated for a very long time. So I knew I wanted to do this in September. It's now July. And I promise you, right? Every 3-4 days, I would do about 9 takes of trying to do a YouTube video, and I realized that if I fuck up and if I mess completely up in this, it doesn't matter, because these are my first videos and it's all about learning. Your first videos are going to be shit and you probably won't get anyone watching, and if you're watching now, I really do thank you so much for you know, watching them, and you will be the person that benefits from them. And people going forward will absolutely change their lives, and I promise you that. That's the promise I'm making. But what I want to get to is a professional place, a nice office, plaque like this on the wall, you know, a really, really nice setup, and better camera. I've got a camera here, look. I've just got to learn how to use it. So I've got this one. All I have to do is get a good place, learn how to use this, and the videos will be 10 million% better. I want to get a drone so I can get overhead footage of some stuff, you know, just for inspiration. I want to make it visually pleasing. So I'm not going to edit that out. And that's what I like. It shows a bit of human emotion and things like that. It shows that I'm not this polished person and I'm rough around the edges, and I love that. So with that, I'm going to leave it there, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Here we are. This is what I mean. I told you I'd take you out here. We've got one swimmer in here now. The rest, my lake. No one here. Just me, myself, and I, and that one swimmer. You don't count. So put yourself in a situation like this.